No light, no problem. Just look for the contrast. What's poppin', people? It's Dante, photographing here in Chinatown. Yeah, thinking today about photographing in soft light. As you can see, making a photo of that man silhouette against the backdrop of the building in the background. Yeah, I think the beauty of photographing in black and white is you can photograph in conditions that are harsh, soft, golden hour. It doesn't really matter. You just have to perceive the world around you almost like this visual, puzzle. And when you're photographing, you're trying to solve that puzzle by positioning yourself, your camera, in a particular way from a particular vantage point to make sense of the chaos, putting order to it. And so in that moment, I was photographing the man unloading the truck. I noticed very briefly passing through that the man's what do you call it? Shape of it, the silhouette, I don't know what the word is, was perfectly cut out, right? It was like his cutout, perfect against that backdrop, and it was just like a small frame within a frame. Am I doing a good job of explaining this? I think looking at life as this visual puzzle can be beneficial. I think it's just a very fundamental thing, right? Where you see the forms, you see the shapes, you see life this way as a photographer. I still believe that you should just photograph loosely, kind of just follow your intuition, but having these ideas in the back of your head while photographing can be useful. Simple ideas like the frame within the frame, looking at life this way, and putting order to the chaos is a good thing. Yeah, soft light is very challenging in a way, because when you have good light, when you have that nice golden hour, you can use that to your advantage, obviously putting the sun to your back and getting that nice beautiful aesthetic straight out of camera. But yeah, I think all light is good light. Just kind of have to work with what you got and stay consistent. Yeah. Oh, and just one thought. Use your LCD screen. The LCD screen is superior to using a viewfinder. Obviously, these comments are for people who are photographing using digital cameras, but actually using the LCD screen, it really does unlock new compositional ideas for you as a photographer, where the viewfinder does limit you to that perspective from eye level. When using an LCD screen, I can position myself and my camera in very nuanced ways that I otherwise can't accomplish with a viewfinder, truly. There's very particular ways in which I photograph now using the Ricoh with the LCD screen that benefits me greatly. I think actually seeing life through an LCD screen is much more interesting, actually, and it allows you to, I don't know, I got him with the smoke coming out, didn't I? Yeah, I got him like right as he got the smoke coming out of his mouth. That's kind of funny. Just like kind of looks shocked in the frame there. But yeah, seriously, it's much easier to compose, and I find it very helpful. I don't know if I can articulate why, but I believe that when you see the life in front of you and you respond with your camera, it's actually easier to do with the LCD screen, because for instance, like, I don't know, I can position my, like for instance, like the camera, right, it's attached to my wrist obviously, and when I move and adjust my arm, it's much easier for me to understand what the frame will look like before I even press the shutter. Like I can visualize a composition before I raise the camera and position the camera much easier with the screen. It's just easier, like, and anything that's easier that'll help us make more photos, that'll get us there quicker, I think is beneficial. And Yeah, I don't see myself going back to using a viewfinder. It doesn't really make sense. I think actually most camera companies like Fuji, considering the demographic of people who use the cameras, mostly street photographers, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but they should remove they should try to make a new camera that removes the viewfinder similar to a Ricoh. It's just much more liberating for street photographers, honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.